Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Jordan. Thanks for tuning in. What we're going to be doing is today we're going to be doing a lift kit on a 2006 Jeep Wrangler. It's a 3-inch lift kit. It's by Supreme Suspension. It's just a little cheapo. I can't really say cheapo, little bitty, but I mean this is it right here. It's just like some little coil springs. Go right on top of the coil springs, slide right on in. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to get that done. It's a 2006, like I said. I already have wheels and tires on my Jeep. I have 20 by 12 and 33 1250 tires. So this is what it looks like now before the lift. As you can see, the tire is very, very wide. Like I said, 12 wide is pretty wide. And believe it or not, it doesn't rub. Alright, so kind of went a little far, but I'll just go through it real quick. You got to take the wheel off, of course, and also the shock that was in this hole that went right there. You just got to take it off. It was a 13mm bolt with the 13mm nuts on the bottom, and the top was a 15mm screw. I mean, not a screw, a 15mm nut. And also, when you're trying to drop all this, you got to free up everything because you want to put that like bushing spacer thing that they give you up here. So it's going to be right here and about this big. So we got to be able to drop this thing this far. So we're going to went ahead and undid this bolt here. I mean that nut there. And that nut was a 15 as well. It screws on up there. So whenever we go to let the jack down, we put it on jack stands. Put it on jack stands, and we got the jack underneath on the front. And we're going to go ahead and undo the other side as well. We're going to drop it down, put the bushing in, come back up with it. So it's not that hard. It's actually pretty simple. The directions that come with it are actually pretty decent directions, believe it or not. All right, guys. On the other side, this side's already still intact. So what we did once again was take the wheel off. We're going to remove this bolt. I mean this nut, these two bolts with the nuts on the bottom on backup. That's what we're going to remove, and we're going to drop this down, and the spring should come down with it. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to put the spacer in and go back up with it. Simple. Alright guys, check this out. We got to get the spring off here. So what we're going to do is we got both sides free. Right now we have a jack stand underneath here. And we're going to push down and pry it out. That's what we're going to try to do at least. And once we get that out, we got to get the spacer, which is this, onto here. We already did the other side, so let's go check it out. So what you do here is, see how we already have the spacer on here? The little rubber piece, this bump stop used to be right here. I pried it out with a screwdriver, and there's a 15mm bolt right in there. I don't know if you can see that. And that's, you unbolt that. Get ready because it's kind of long-winded. And unbolt that, slide your spacer on, bolt it back on, and I will be putting my bump stops back on eventually. I'm just going to be working on the other side. So, all right, guys. So back to what I was saying about this here. Flathead screwdriver will get this off. Oh, my God. You got to work it a little bit. That 15mm screw. Alright guys, so now we got this undone. Like I said, it's 15mm bolt, no big deal. This goes on here. Remember guys, this is the part that goes down, this is the part that goes up. So if you put it in like this, you have a big gap, it won't work. So if you go in like this, slide up on this, to be good. There's a flat side and a rounded side. You can see. Make sure you keep the flat side. I don't know if you can see from the angle. Keep the flat side to the back. And on goes this. Alright guys, well, we got the springs on. Put the springs back on. We had to get a little spring compressor. Now it's time to put the shocks on. It's 2 different sizes. So I'm going to just check this one. And it's going to be the small one. I already know that. So that being said, you're going to find rubber. There's going to come with 2 little rubbers with little grooves in the middle. And this one goes way too easily in there. It's a little tight for in there, so we're going to use a smaller one. So you push the rubber through the shock first. Let me grab the hammer real quick. There goes the washer. Once you get it in there somewhat straight, like so, you get to have a lot of fun trying to push this little piece of junk in there. You're going to have 2 little rubber pieces. One's going to go on the bottom, one's going to go on top. I mean metal washer bushing things. What you're doing is you're making a bushing. So when you put the rubber bushing on, there's this kind of side and there's a flat side. This has got like a little lip on it. Make sure on the bottom side you put the little metal washer thing, then this with the little ledge piece up. Then you slide it in, and on the top side the ledge piece goes down with this on top. That way when it smashes, it'll go inside the little grooves, up here at the top. Alright, here. Some little grooves right there. So when you use a little piece of the ledge, it sits up there and it falls right into place. So I want you to push it through here.
Yes, and my phone.
Put the wheels back on, and if you can't tell, it is significantly higher. Really, really high. I kind of like this lift kit. I really, really do. It wasn't that hard to install. This is her. I don't have the doors on it today. It's significantly higher, that's for sure. So.